I think I picked up a bit of a bargain here. This is from our local Costco, and it's 3 of these Duracell Durabeam Ultra 1200 lumens flashlights, torches, all for under £25. So that's about £8 each, £8 something each. They look pretty good quality. They're all metal. They got adjustable beam, and they also come with 12 AA batteries. No, AAA batteries. So all that for £25 seems pretty good. So 1200 lumens, be quite happy with that. You've got your high power, low power and strobe flash job. But looks pretty good. So let's we'll open it up and see what it looks like. I'm going to be comparing it with my LED lenser P7 II. This is supposed to be 320 lumens. I've got a alternative to that as well. I forget what this is called now. Rekits. This is all supposed to be 300 and something lumens. And finally a super cheap one. This is also a rechargeable. So let's have a look and see how they fare. So compared to the LED lenser, it's a bigger unit, but you'd expect that. So I think it's a Cosco special, because it seems to be branded with Costco on the back here. And there's our stats. So now this is interesting. Does it come with rechargeable batteries? So rechargeable cells is 1200 lumens. Regular alkaline 1000 lumens. And low power is 150 or 150. Drop resistance to a meter. And IPX4 weather resistance, splash proof, etc. So it's saying here on rechargeables you'd get a 160 meter beam compared to alkalines, which actually normally have more voltage in the cell, only 140 meters. Interesting. So obviously interesting here, it's got 3 lights, 12 alkaline batteries, 3 rechargeable batteries and 3 holders, and 3 USB cables. So do you actually get those as well? All in this pack for 25? Seems awfully good value. Right, let's look inside. Aha! Right. Yes, these are heavy. So these are battery packs. So they all weigh the same. And there's our 3 cables. Just your standard. Oh, it's a USB-C though, so that's nice. USB-C to standard USB-A, so you can just recharge those. Where do you plug them in? I guess you plug them into the back of the torch. So these actually go inside. These are cartridges. So that's interesting. You can't open those to see what's inside. What does it say on them? Yes, it's a 6-volt rechargeable cell. 1800 milliamp hours, 3.7 volts. Oh, that's why we're getting the higher voltage. And these aren't just AAA rechargeable cells. This is a battery pack. This is like its own designed unit. So in here then, this must be just standard AAA. So that's even better because, you know, this is going to get through batteries pretty quickly at 1200 lumens. So if you've got a rechargeable cell pack, you can just recharge it. So there's our AAAs. Well, that's worth it alone, isn't it? Just having some of them as well for the price. So that's pretty cool. We've got zip tie jobs on here, so we're going to need some scissors. Right, that's really nicely designed. And where do we charge it then? Okay, so there's our compartment. Has it got a gasket on there? Yes, it has a gasket on there. So that's designed for water resistance. Duracell US operations. Oh, these are nice. There's your button. Quite clicky, but encased in a rubber kind of outer membrane. Oh, there's our. So this is our AAA battery pack. So you can either have this or load it with AAAs. Guess it only goes in one way. Oh, there we go. Look, I've missed it. That's the charging port. There we go. Well, we're already on. Wow. Okay, so don't even need to screw the back on, which is interesting because normally, well, I suppose you don't for the rechargeable cell pack, but if you had AAAs, that's what you would need to do. Right. So this is non-charged, and that's the beam. Let's try the LED lenser on focus beam. Not bad. You can definitely see a gold ring around there, which is not ideal. So not the best for that, but it's not bad. If I increase the beam to match, this one's got a bit stiff in its age. Okay, so you can see the size difference there. Nice to hold though. Nice grips around here. I can feel it warming up a little bit already. These probably do need a charge. This is straight out of the box, so let's just try loading it with the cells. Comes out quite nicely. So we get some of these. Let's turn that off. So plus is down that way. Have to put this in, of course. There we go. Otherwise it's going to fall straight at the bottom. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And you will need your end cap for this. Let's try that. Oh, that is a bit brighter. Probably because the cell needs a boost, but yeah. Is it 1200 lumens? I'm not too sure. Nice wide beam, but you can really see a gold ring around the edge, which I don't know if that's designed because they've kind of got that branding, but not too keen on that. I actually like the clear look. There was a slight ring on the LED lenser, but really prominent on this one. Let's try my cheapie. Where's the on? There we go. Now this one, you do see, you kind of see the square, very cheap lens on this one. But you can see that is nowhere near the LED lenser. And then if we look at this one, so there we go, and there's the 3 together. This is brighter. Of course the LED lenser annoyingly has this turbo button where you have to hold it in momentarily. So that's maximum. But you can see you don't get that unless you're holding this in, which is a ridiculous idea. If I want to use my batteries up, I would happily do that, but you have to hold it there. So very difficult to show on the camera. If that's brighter, I think it is. But of course what we'll need to do is charge this up fully, and then we can really test it. And then what's my other cheap one for like a couple of quid. This isn't bad at all actually. But again, it's difficult to see on the camera because the camera's always auto exposing and gaining. But this one is nowhere near as bright as this. So in the order, I would definitely put it probably LED lenser, then their rekits, then our cheapie, and then where would we put this one? This is bright. Because the beam is a bit bigger, I'd probably put this in possibly first place. There we go. There's our units. So I'm going to charge this up and we'll test it again afterwards, just to see if this makes any difference. But you can really feel it getting warm here, and that's obviously on high. There's medium or low, I think they call it. Yeah. By the way, I've noticed also the button here is a 2-stage, so clicking switches on and switches off, but if you half press, I'll show you there, or with a zoom, you can switch between modes. There we go. Low, flash. High, low, flash. I'm not clicking it. And if you click fully, turns it off. Ah, hang on. What does this say? Open USB-C. What does that say there? Open USB-C in close. Ah, oh, look. I see. That's quite neat. There's a screw thread here. And what that does is that will expose your... Let's have a look. Let's test it. That probably exposes your charging port. So if we get one of these, plug it down the hole, look, in the right way, like so. We'll put this on, and then if we unscrew the collar, so it does, exposes your USB-C port to charge, so you don't have to take the cell, the magazine out to charge it. That's quite neat, although I don't know if that would be a water ingress weakness, but there is a rubber gasket here. You can see that? And then you can close that up. You can feel it does kind of grip nicely. That's quite nice. It's nice in the hand, quite weighty. And then if we look at the full zoomed in lens, and then we pull back to go for wide, and there's our, is that a Cree LED? Don't know what that is. Probably a good quality one. It's got a bit of a kind of castled top here, so you can put it down without damaging. It does sit behind, which is good. Gold ring, typical of Duracell branded stuff, 1200 on there. And there's our little kind of rating bit. It's actually got Costco on here, Costco wholesale, so it's really designed for Costco customers. And that's possibly a model number there, 2425CN. Well, that's all right. So we've got 3 of those, plus the rechargeable cell pack, cables, and you also get a load of batteries for £25. That's not bad, is it? I'm going to charge it up though and see if we can get some extra brightness, but it isn't bad. Out of the box, it works. Yeah, that's definitely that's not as bright as the AAA's, probably because that's completely drained. So we'll boost them up. You do get a little blue LED when you're charging the rechargeable pack, so we'll keep an eye on that and see if it goes out or changes colour or whatever. Yeah, if I read the manual, it does tell you blue light charging, green light fully charged, and then when you're charging and your power indicator, it does tell you your state of charge, so it's either at 100% or the lights depict if it's 25, 50 or 75% charge. So that's very nice. It does say between each mode, flashlight will turn off if switch is pressed firmly. Okay. And there's our collar, showing your beam there. It's very nice. That's pretty cool. Looks on the back, different languages. Right, let's charge all these up. So if we plug this in, so again the blue light comes on, that will go green when it's fully charged. That doesn't do anything, but you can use the torch when it's plugged in, so you could take a power bank with you, etc., and charge and also use it, so that's quite handy as well. It doesn't disable the use of it, so that's a nice feature. So I guess what they've got inside the rechargeable battery pack is likely an 18650, possibly slightly larger, but 3.7 volts, and this one also has 3.7 volts, which is why you're getting your good voltage from the rechargeable cell. But there's the size comparison. So without cracking it open, it's probably at least an 18650, possibly something a bit bigger, so that's good because these are pretty robust. You can have lots of recharge cycles and you get good performance, so yeah, a neat idea. It's also backed up with, not sure if you can make it out, but it does say lithium ion inside there. So just inside that little bit of indentation there states lithium ion. So yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. A cell like this inside there, very similar weight, so I like that idea. So there we go, 4.1 volts. LED lens are on the left, Duracell on the right. Yes, it is brighter by quite a bit, but notice the yellow halo, which is a bit disappointing. And then outside again, so we've got LED lens on the left, Duracell on the right. So it's a wider beam as well, actually, wider footprint, and there is definitely an improvement there on light, but LED lens was 320 lumens, where the Duracell is supposed to be 1200, so not too sure, but that's the difference. So there they are. Definitely brighter. Even on boost mode for the LED lenser, which does actually improve it a bit, but it's obviously a smaller beam, slightly smaller beam itself. So there's boost, there's maximum, boost again. Yeah, I don't know, it's difficult. For the price, I think good. And on the wide, so we've got LED lenser again on the left. So it is definitely now being dwarfed by the Duracell. So there's the LED lenser coverage, and then Duracell's on this side, so there is definitely a marked improvement. So for wide, definitely worth it. Well, all three are fully charged now, so let's switch them all on and see if there's any difference. So there's the three. If I was going to pick one, might be bottom left. What do you think? Look fairly similar on camera, but yeah, if I was going to pick one, it would be bottom left, I think, just for clearness and brightness. That's the wide. So there we go against the wall. It is bright. 1200 lumens? I don't know. And the yellow ring around the outside is really distracting. That's a bit of a disappointment, actually. Without that, definitely a thumbs up. But yeah, I guess for £8.30, that is a bargain, especially considering you get the AA cell, AAA cells, and the rechargeable battery cell as well. So for that reason, fantastic value for money. But if you're super critical, I think that gold ring around the edge is distracting, and it's a shame. But otherwise, yeah, nice. Can't really go wrong. So thanks for watching.